This is great work. Question mark kick straight over the top. And again! He's got him! Oh!
Hello everyone, Fight Commentary Breakdons here, and I'm here with Daniel from Thermopylae Team Combat. How are you doing, Daniel?
Wonderful. How are you?
Oh, I am doing very good, and we're here to hear about Thermopylae Team Combat. And tell me about the inspiration. How did you get inspired to create this league?
Okay, basically, there's only two people involved in doing all that. It's me and my friend and the business partner.
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you right away, it was his idea that inspired me, and it took me pretty much, it took over everything what we did.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, it's like two friends creating something, but I tell him it's, at the beginning, I was very skeptical about this idea.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling Nikolai, it's like, would it be that entertaining? And once we started doing it, I was blown away.
Uh-huh.
Because the entertainment, it beats whatever we have today.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the combat sport, it's the biggest entertainment as far as you can imagine.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking about right now, if you can watch anything you want. You can watch kickboxing, you can watch UFC, you can watch wrestling. But once you start watching this, you won't be able to change the channel.
Exactly.
We think but 10 times more. And there's a tactics, there's a strategy. And we're building this until the final fight. It's like any other event, for example. You have 7, 8 fights, like in any UFC event or something else.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like separate from each other, right? You're waiting for the main event.
Yeah.
That's your money. That's your everything. And sometimes main event is 40 seconds. Conor McGregor and the Cowboy Cerrone. It was 40 seconds. I'm thirsty. I'm like, give me more. Give me the entertainment. This, what we have, it's mind-blowing.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm trying to say is this: whatever you have right now, you saw 8 different teams, like Russian championship. Imagine that the 8 teams from 8 different countries. I am talking about world championship. This is what we are preparing right now. This is gonna not blow away everybody. That's gonna blow away every UFC. I'm talking about Bellator, any organizations. We're gonna put on the show. It's never been done before.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna be more entertaining. I'm talking about the NFL, soccer championships, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about Termopylae Team Combat World Championships. When there's 8 teams entering the ring with the national flags and national anthem.
Mm-hmm.
And you would see, I'm talking about the best fighters in the world. And the next step, what can be this? Imagine the teams with the stars. And I'm talking about Conor McGregor team from Ireland versus team and so on and so on.
Yeah.
Khabib Nurmagomedov team.
I see. So your goal is definitely to lead up to like really famous fighters with their teams and another famous fighter with their teams. I love that.
That will top everything. I'm talking about, if you're talking about entertainment, that's the next step, and the next step, and the biggest thing would be the world championship with the team that presents with the stars.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking about that would be something.
Yeah.
The whole country, the world would watch that.
Yeah.
It's non-stop entertainment. The way it's done, you can see the way the ring done, the way the rules done. Basically, what we were watching at, imagine any boxing fight. They have 12 rounds, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're looking at this for 8, 9 rounds. You're like, I'm bored. One guy's, he's waiting. Another guy's, where's the action?
Yeah.
So give them one round.
Yeah.
Forget about 20. 1 round, 5 minutes, and you're gonna see such entertainment, pretty much that you never saw before.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna see it's now or never.
Yeah.
And it's out of knockout, whatever. You have 3 referees. You have guys 5 minutes. Show us what you can do.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to take the best out of the combat sport and put it all at once.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about when we're talking about team combat, if you watch something, for example, if you go into the Olympic Games and you watch, I'm talking about relay, when they run as a team.
Yeah.
And they win as a team. I remember watching swimming when Michael Phelps was, oh my gosh, that was his final medal that beats all the records. It was a relay.
Yeah.
And the way they celebrate as a team, I'm talking about they have 8 lines, 8 different teams, 4 each. And they pretty much do the same thing like here. If they fight everybody swims their own style, but they compete as a team.
Yeah.
And they win as a team. And they celebrate as a team. The way the team celebrates versus just one guy. I'm talking this when you see soccer players go together and they celebrate the goal. Team. When I'm talking about team, it is the energy. It is everything else. Mm-hmm. And when the team involved into something, it completely changed the energy and everything else.
Yeah.
And we have many questions like they're asking, why the whole team is in the ring? Guys, this is the war formation. And the way that when all your fighters are with you, even if they will stay outside 3 feet away, outside the ring, it changed everything. Mm-hmm. It changed the energy. You fight differently when your teammates are behind you. Mm-hmm. It totally changed everything.
Yeah.
And the way it's done at the end, if they go to the 7th round, it will be 1-on-1 in the empty ring, and that there you go. That's your.
Yeah. So tell me about the evolution of the rules of this. Did you always have kind of like kickboxing, or was it first boxing? And will you make it MMA one day? Tell me more about the rules and how it's changed, etc.
Oh, very great question. And the question is this: how do you make the real non-stop action? And the way it's done in UFC, I love UFC. You have to understand it. I'm a big fan, and I respect Dana White and the whole organization a lot. The way it's done, when they start wrestling, it slows down all the emotions, and when they lay down for a long time, you want action. You want non-stop action. And the same thing in boxing. You want guys start fighting. 9th, 10th, 11th round, I don't see anything. Come on.
Yeah.
I want to see action non-stop. If the ring is big and they're starting to run away from each other, this is no. How about our kind of a ring? No running away. You have to fight. And you have to fight this thing. There's not even clinching, no wrestling. It's going to slow down the action. Right. That's the real deal, as the real war. If you lay down on the war, you're dead. And that's the most and the biggest entertainment when you see somebody knocked down, the knockouts and all that. That's only when you stand on your... When you're laying down, if you're going to even... It's a great thing for UFC. No questions about that. Mm-hmm. For our sport, it will slow down the action. We're all about non-stop entertaining. Mm-hmm. You should be able to turn your head away. And the thing is changing right away, all the time. And it's completely and totally unpredictable. Mm-hmm. And there's tactics involved. You have to know who should be fighter number 1.
Yeah.
Who should be the last. It's so much stuff involved, unbelievable. I give you the best example. When we will do the World Championship, our next move, imagine the video game that's going to come out of this. Mm-hmm. Imagine the options you have. You can pick up the teams from the different countries. You have tactics, who's going to be first one, who's going to be the last. It's going to be whatever UFC have right now with the video game, but 10 times more.
Yeah.
Just this. And imagine the real World Championship. Mind-blowing. It is a mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Team versus another team, 8 teams, 8 countries. Oh, gosh.
So, have you seen Team Fighting Championship, TFC?
Yes.
Did you get inspired by them at all?
When I was that idea of Nikolai took over me, and I will start looking, this is the unique idea or someone else already done it? Something like it. And I will go all over internet and everything. This is when I saw those guys fighting fight on fight. And I was like, oh, there is already team combat. Wow. So, and when I saw the way they done it, I said, oh my gosh, guys, what did you do? And it was, let me tell you, 2 big mistakes. Like, big mistake number 1, when everybody all fight at once, I have no idea where to pay attention. And you give them 5 balls, you would be like, where my attention should be. And now you should put 5 referees, and it's a mess. But it was like, okay. But the next, when I saw like 4 guys hitting 1 guy, I was like, no, guys, like, come on. After all, come on. This is what you call a sport. How can you even look at somebody's eyes and tell him, look, you have to do that, and in the end, the 4 guys is gonna hit you when you will land on the ground. Come on. I wouldn't be able to look at the fighter eyes and tell him, look, I'm gonna pay him. No way. I'm gonna protect you. You are the most precious thing. The fighter, you're like babies, not parents. It's like your sons. I'm talking about like that.
Yeah.
Not just treat them with respect, with love.
Yeah.
That's your come on. Besides that, people do what they like, but you have to make sure that they are protected. But this is when I saw that, I said, no, that's not. It's not gonna go anywhere. That's like, come on. And what we already had. This thing is like 7 years in development. It's not. It's a huge thing. We patented the rules in 2013 in Russia. A few years after, it was here in Washington, in the United States. And we made a movie about that. Me and Nikolai, we made a movie about this new sport in Russia. We went to the whole movie theaters and went to the TV. This is the way that we were trying to see if the people love it. Wow. No, we did the homework. Trust me. We did it like big boys. Not just like, let's read the movie. And that was a huge success. And after that movie, I was like, no, wonder. I said, yeah. I said, Nikolai, now it's time. Now we do.
What is the movie called for people who want to watch it?
It's just called Sparta. It's actually right on Amazon right now.
Okay.
So if you go to Amazon and go Sparta, you will be able to see this movie.
Oh, cool. Awesome. I will definitely link that in the description. It sounds like for you guys, it will always, this kind of combat will always be one-on-one. You won't have like 3 people fighting 1 person or 3 people fighting 3 people in that narrow pass.
You have, yeah. No, we're not. No.
Okay, so it's always going to be one-on-one for now. No ability to assist or anything for now. A lot of my audience, originally when I started this channel, we were doing commentary on team fighting videos because they didn't have any commentary. So a lot of audience have been wondering how that kind of sport would get legalized and recognized in America. So it looks like what you've done is you've found a good kind of like compromise. You have team, but you don't allow jumping. And it's like you also don't allow it to go to the ground. So there's like, it seems like you found a good happy medium for this kind of team combat.
That's right. And I guess what? It's so much safer. What we have right now in the combat sport, I'm talking about UFC right now.
Yeah.
We don't fight on the ground. I'm talking about, I saw so many times that guy is laying unconscious and has been hitting at least 2 times before the referee really had a chance to stop it. And it's crazy. And what more? And you can see on the video after every fight the way that fighters respect each other.
Yeah.
The way they come back to the ring, and they, like in the soccer game or a hockey game, they shake hands. It's after every fight. And this is we're introducing the real deal. We're not That's what we're really proud of.
Yeah.
The team sport. This is what we're showing everybody. After all, this is just a sport. We're all brothers. We're all from every country. Imagine, even after losing the fight, the guys from England gonna hug guys from France. And
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Tell me about the process of you guys coming to LA and kind of trying to bring it to the West. How has that been?
Basically, we can do it anywhere. Do it in LA or Nevada. You just go to the Nevada Athletic Commission and you just apply for a license for the fighter. And you go through the whole. They have few different licenses. They have like MMA license and the kickboxing license, and you apply for that license and go through the whole thing. That's it. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not as hard as I thought. It's not like they're
not really.
No?
And you can go through the. And I'm talking about Indian casinos. We have a bunch of here, like in Pachanga, in Barona. You can go there. There's no athletic commission there. So
I see.
And you can organize it like it's not problem.